This is Dan Livingston with Main Brace Consulting coming at you with another action step video to help you out. So I got a question today from a client who has moved from Classic Billing and Action Step to the Enhance Billing Module or EBM, but still has some invoices they're sitting over there and that were created in the Classic Billing. And now she wants to know how to do a write-off or a credit on these previous invoices. They're not showing up properly when you do the write-off. So, currently in EBM, you want to do a write-off, you click your plus sign and you come down here to write-off and it goes through a process for you. Well, it's not going to show up those classic invoices. So where do you find those? Well, typically you're going to do that from the matter anyway. So we can either go to the matter or you can go to accounting and billing, or this might say sales, depending on how you have it set up. And then you can go to the invoice list. And this is going to show you all of the invoices that were created in Classic. So I can run down here and choose any one of these invoices. Now, the one I'm looking for here is Brenda Bowen, and that's matter 31. So I can click on this invoice here, which just happens to also be invoice number 31, and it will come up with this old screen for an invoice that's really ugly. However, I can also go back and go into the matter itself, into Brenda Bowen, and I can go to now the new billing icon and go to invoices, and here it will show all of the invoices, whether they're created in Classic or not. If they're in Classic, under status will say Classic Bill. Now it shows that they have a total of $312.50. None has been paid. We want to write some of that off. So we're going to go take a look at that invoice. And if I click on the invoice number, then I get right back to the screen that I just showed you a minute ago. Now we see that we've got a folder here, meaning that we've got legal fees as a category. And under that are some line items that create this $312.50. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that folder, and it's going to show me those individual line items. So this is a defense firm, insurance defense, and the insurance company is not permitting one of these line items, and it just happens to be this this telephone call, or excuse me, matter-related research. So we're going to write that off. I'm going to show you how to do that. So if we go down here, remember in Classic, a write-off and a credit are the same thing. So I'm going to hit the Create Credit. It's going to ask me if it's okay to move away from that screen. That's fine. And I'm going to, right now it's got this checked. If you proceeded forward, it would assume you're writing the entire invoice off. We don't want to do that. So we're going to uncheck the top line. And then we're going to come back and say, well, we're going to write off the matter-related research. I'm going to hit Next. It's going to say sales credit. That's fine. We're going to write in here write-off is our purpose. You can write more in there if you want, something more descriptive, so when you look at it later, it may make more sense to you. Write-off is as of today. I go ahead and it's going to give me a credit for Brenda Bowen for $62.50. If I hit the finish, then it's going to go ahead and create that credit invoice. Now it's in draft. So that means that I've got to save this draft, or what I really want to do is I want to save and close. All right, and that's going to finish it off. It's going to post that. It's no longer going to be in draft. It's going to be available for us. And then I want to go back, and if I refresh my screen, then I should see that credit available underneath that matter. Now I want to post that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the invoice number there, the credit 31. And now I'm going to apply that credit. And now I'm going to apply the credit note. Apply amount is the $62.50. And I'm going to pay $62.50 here. I don't really need to put anything else in there. I hit save, and now I've applied that credit. So when I go to run the invoice now, new invoice, then it's going to show that credit. If you have any questions, give me a call at 904-294-8700 or send me an email at dan@mainbraceconsulting.com.